नमस्कार दोस्तों, वेलकम टू एसबीआई सिक्योरिटीज़ मॉर्निंग पॉडकास्ट। इस पॉडकास्ट में हम डिस्कस करेंगे की लेवल्स और बात करेंगे मेन सेक्टर्स के बारे में जो कि फोकस में है। शुरुआत करते हैं ग्लोबल मार्केट अपडेट से। सो द यूएस मार्केट्स रिमेन क्लोज्ड ऑन थर्सडे इन ऑब्जर्वेंस ऑफ Juneteenth नेशनल इंडिपेंडेंस डे. The S&P 500 continues to consolidate within a narrow band of 6,059 to 5,963 for the past six sessions. A decisive breakout on either side could set the stage for strong directional move. Talking about Brent crude, on Thursday, the Brent crude surged by over 3% and formed a sizable bullish candle. The major trend remains bullish as it is quoting above its short and long term moving averages. Going ahead, it is likely to continue its northward journey and test the level of $78.5, followed by $80 in the short term. While on the downside, the zone of $75 to $74.5 will act as an immediate support. Talking about the US dollar index, the US dollar index has been hovering around its 20-day EMA level since the last three trading sessions. Going ahead, the zone of 99.2 to 99.4 will act as an immediate hurdle for the index, while the zone of 98.5 to 98.3 will act as a crucial support. Talking about Nifty's view, on the weekly expiry day, the benchmark index Nifty traded within a tight range of just 130 points, reflecting a lack of clear direction. It eventually settled near the 24,800 mark, registering a marginal loss of 0.08%. On the daily chart, the index formed a doji candlestick pattern, a classic sign of market indecision and equilibrium between the bulls and bears. What stood out most was the pronounced sell-off in the broader markets. The Nifty mid-cap index fell by 1.63%, while the Nifty small-cap index slumped by nearly 2%. Significantly, both these indices breached their 20-day EMA levels for the first time since early May 2025, signaling a potential shift in short-term trend and rising caution among traders. With the major indices failing to show leadership and broader markets losing key supports, the overall structure remains fragile, and a decisive trigger is needed to break the prevailing range-bound phase. क्रूशियल लेवल्स की बात करें तो 24,680 टू 24,650 का जोन इंडेक्स के लिए एक इमीडिएट सपोर्ट की तरह काम करेगा. अगर इंडेक्स 24,650 के नीचे फिसलता है तो अगला इंपॉर्टेंट सपोर्ट 24,500 के लेवल पर दिख रहा है. वही ऊपर की तरफ 24,900 टू 24,940 का जोन इंडेक्स के लिए एक इमीडिएट हर्डल बन सकता है. On the derivatives front, the June futures dipped by 0.10%, while the combined open interest for the current, next and far series surged by 0.72%. The 24,900 strike has significant call open interest, followed by the 25,000 strike. On the put side, 24,700 has a substantial open interest, followed by 24,600 strike. For the monthly series, OIPCR is at 0.91. Talking about Bank Nifty slipped into the negative territory on Thursday, mirroring the broader market's lackluster tone. आगे जाके 55,450 to 55,400 का जोन इंडेक्स के लिए एक इमीडिएट सपोर्ट की तरह काम करेगा. अगर इंडेक्स 55,400 के नीचे फिसलता है तो अगला इंपॉर्टेंट सपोर्ट 55,000 के पास दिख रहा है. वही ऊपर की तरफ 56,000 टू 56,100 का जोन इंडेक्स के लिए एक इंपॉर्टेंट हर्डल बन सकता है. Talking about Sensex view, the benchmark index Sensex traded in a narrow range on Thursday and ended on a flat note. On a daily scale, it has formed a doji-like candlestick pattern which indicates indecisiveness. आगे जाके 81,100 to 81,000 का जोन इंडेक्स के लिए एक इमीडिएट सपोर्ट की तरह काम करेगा, जबकि ऊपर की तरफ 81,900 to 82,000 का जोन इंडेक्स के लिए एक इंपॉर्टेंट हर्डल बन सकता है. On the derivative front, the weekly futures ended on a flat note and the open interest of the current series has dipped by 4.03%. The 81,500 strike has significant call open interest, followed by the 82,000 strike. On the put side, 81,000 has a substantial open interest, followed by an 80,500 strike. The OIPCR is at 0.84. Talking about the key market indicators, the volatility index India VIX ended on a negative note for the fourth consecutive trading session. Going ahead, the zone of 15 to 15.2 will act as an immediate hurdle for the index, while the zone of 13.5 to 13.3 will act as a crucial support. The market breadth remained extremely weak, as evident from the advanced decline ratio, skewed heavily in the favor of decliners. Out of the Nifty 500 universe, only 61 stocks managed to end in green, while a staggering 438 stocks closed lower, signaling deep-rooted selling pressure across the board. Talking about the key sectors, technically Nifty, PSU Bank, Metal, FMCG, Pharma, Healthcare, Oil and Gas, Media, PSE, Capital Market and India Tourism are likely to underperform in the short term. Talking about the FI/DI data in the cash segment, both the FIs and DIs were net buys yesterday to the tune of 934 crores and 606 crores respectively. The FI's long short ratio for index futures is at 22.35, as on a net basis they bought 2171 index futures. So that's a wrap of today's edition of podcast. Thank you for listening. Do tune in tomorrow for more such market updates and insights. Thank you.
Investment in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.